Hey guys, thought I'd do something a little different. I told Amy I'd make her something like I try to every night anyway, because that's pretty much my job as a house husband. But I told her I'd have her a little something for dinner tonight, so I decided to make homemade pizza, and it's National Pie Day, so I didn't make pie, but I have an apple and a peach pie, and they're small, like 1 or 2 servings per pie. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll show you how I whip it up. And open up a can of petite diced tomatoes. We'll mince up our garlic. We'll saute that in a little olive oil. Add the diced tomatoes and the tomato paste, and we'll see what it looks like from there. And then we'll add some salt and pepper and a little oregano, dried oregano, and we'll see what it looks like. So let me get everything together and we'll get started. All right, I just put a couple cloves of garlic in there. I minced them up, and I'm gonna put a couple tablespoons of olive oil up in here, like so. That'll work. A couple tablespoons. Crank this bad boy up to medium. Get that working a little bit, just enough to, I don't want to burn it, so just gonna get it cranking up, get it heated up, melt it in with that oil. The old wooden spoon now. Warm. Got our salt, a little pink sea salt, a little cracked pepper, and we're pairing the pizza tonight with a little ménage à trois. Not too bad. It's a good red blend. I got some chilling already. Pretty tasty. All right, now we're sizzling. All right, we don't want it to get too crazy. Get that garlic rocking a little bit. Good enough. I'm gonna open up the petite tomatoes and brown it just a touch. There we go. Petite tomato. We had the the diced petite tomato. Smelling good. Smelling good up in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna let that cook. Let that cook down. Ooh. Let that cook down a little. Good. Yummy. Let that cook down. on it. Okay. And as soon as that starts to simmer, I will add the oregano, and we'll start thickening it up a little bit. Well, let's let it simmer. So it's going to take, we'll let it go for a few minutes. So I'm going to pause this. All right, we got some simmering. We're simmering. And what are we going to add now? We're going to add a teaspoon of dried basil and a tablespoon of oregano, dried oregano. Smells pretty good. Garlic, now the oregano and basil. Throw it back up on there. All right. Let it do its thing for about another 5 or 10 minutes. Well, about 5 minutes. And we will check on it and add a little sugar. And I think as soon as them tomatoes break down a little bit, we'll go ahead and add the tomato paste. So 5 minutes, roughly 5. All right, we're simmering, and we're gonna throw in a little bit of white sugar. About a tablespoon of white sugar. And we shall stir that up in the little pizza sauce there. Looking good. Pizza sauce is looking good. Not too shabby. Let her cook down. Yeah, you cook down now. I think that sugar will cut some of that acid out of them tomatoes. I wouldn't, I don't think I'd make a tomato-based sauce without just a little bit of sugar up and down. All right, we've been rocking this for it's been about 5 minutes. So we're going to remove this right here. We'll set it right here. We're going to take approximately 3 ounces of tomato paste. So I'm going to grab about roughly about 3 or 4 ounces of tomato paste. Probably too much, but we're going to throw that up in the house, just like so. We'll give her a good stir there. So, with this, I'm going to clean up the mess. We're going to let this cook for we're going to simmer for about another hour, 45 minutes to an hour, roughly. Who knows? But the longer the better. And
here in about 45 minutes or so. We'll check on it and we will see what it tastes like and if it needs anything added to it. And right there. Okay. Okay, dokie. So what I'll do is I'll put that on the back burner, make room for the mixer, and let that simmer while we mix the dough. So I'm gonna take care of that. All right, the KitchenAid ain't working. So I gotta do things the hard way. That sucks. But the sauce is looking good. It should be tasty. So, I'm going to do it by hand. So let me get everything together. I'll use the mixing bowl from the KitchenAid. And see what happens. All right. In here we have nothing. Over here we have 2 cups of flour, about a teaspoon of salt, a package of active dry yeast, and a tablespoon of sugar. And over here we have warm water, and we have olive oil. And we've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and roughly about a cup of water. Warm, very warm water. So I'm going to add the dry into the bowl. Alright, y'all. Alright, there we go. We're gonna throw it in there. We're gonna stir it around a little bit and incorporate the dry. And then we're gonna pour in the wet, and then we'll just start stirring it up there and see what happens. So let me get to it. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and just start folding and working it and see what happens. So hold on just a second here. That's easier to grab it. I'll show you periodically. Looks like we got a little rising going on there, or resting, and we got some sauce over there just simmering now. Actually, I just turned it off. We're gonna let it sit for a little bit and wait for all of our goodness to kind of work its magic in that bowl right there for our pizza crust, and we'll get to cutting stuff up. Alright, I had to switch GoPros because the other one died on me. Anyway, starting to double. Well, that's about a quarter bigger than what it was. Let it rise a little bit more. I'll put a wet towel over it, and we might as well start partaking. So we are partaking of a pint of light. So I'll get back with you here as soon as I start putting it in the old pie pan there. So, and we got the vegetables. Wait, we don't have the vegetables. Alright, poke some holes in there and spread it on there. Waiting on Amy so I can put the sauce on there. Break open some wine. I got it as thin as I could. I can almost see the bottom of the pan right there. It's alright. Hopefully it'll get crispy. And we'll bake it at 450 to 500, probably 475. and it'll be in there for 10 to 15 minutes probably, and should be hopefully delicious. I've got some mozzarella. I got some washed baby spinach. Got some mozzarella in the old deli. Good stuff. Some organic girl washed baby spinach. I added to our whatever this is. I added some pepperoni from my side probably. I don't think I'll do the spinach or the tomatoes, but I'll probably do the onions, the mushrooms, and pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, and of course mozzarella. So, all right. So, waiting on Amy. Alright, there it is. We might have overdid it a little bit, but we got homemade pizza. We got our not homemade peach and apple pie, our wine, and we are going to eat. Who's waiting? Rest. All right. Let's eat.